my book yesterday. Well, hey, Moises, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but boy, hey, I'm going to ring the bell for you. You know, people are incredulous when I tell them they got to read the book. Yeah, I don't know what exam you're taking, but you got to read the book. And then they're even more incredulous when I say you should try and read the book in as close to one setting, cover to cover as possible. As possible. This guy was so incredulous. He goes, how long is that going to take? I said, well, read for an hour, see how many pages you read, and then divide the page count in the book by your reading rate, and that'll tell you how many hours it's going to take you to get through that book cover to cover. I wouldn't be taking any notes on that. I would just want to see what it looks like, you know, book end to book end. Now, I don't know what exam you're taking, but if you're taking Series 7, I'll get weak some days. I get hammered all the time and I get weak. I got to read the book. You got to read the book. I got to read the book. You got to read the book. And every once in a while I get weak. I say, okay, you don't have to read partnerships. You don't have to read margin. You don't have to read balance sheets on the Series 7, for example. So kudos to you for reading the book. Exam's December 6th. Took my final day, got 68. Love it. Love it. So if you're using Kaplan, love it. Love it. So go to the performance tracker on that 68. And the performance tracker at Kaplan will tell you in that practice test you just did, where are areas for remediation? They show up in red. And then what you want to do, what I mean by remediation, is go back and you've got 3 kind of activities to remediate. You can do reading that unit again. You can do some practice questions on that. You can watch a video, maybe all 3. That's how I would be remediating. Don't do more than 1 practice test a day, because I have a guy calling, I did 4 of them. I go, what a waste of time, because that 4 score is not going to be meaningful for us. We need to get, we're not doing it to learn it. We're trying to get marks. We're taking intellectual inventory so that we know, like I told you yesterday, I'm so proud of her. She passed it today. And Sunday, you know, we were talking. I said, I don't know why you're upset. You're going to pass. You are going to pass because we know where you're at. We know what you know. We know what you don't know. We're not dependent on the draw tomorrow. You have a margin of safety. You can take down any draw. I'm wishing for you a dream draw, but even you get a face of death draw, I think you're going to be okay. Now, in her case, we were working together this last week, and I said, well, okay, well, how many practice tests are we going to see here? You know, if I were your corporate trainer, I'm not, because, you know, you're paying me, I work for you. But if I were a corporate trainer and say, we're going to do 2, 3. In her case, we said we're going to do 3 more practice tests in that last week. We timed them out. And so that's what I would be telling you. I think you're about 7-10 days out. So, you know, I wouldn't want you doing more than 1 a day. You don't have to do 1 a day, but maybe 1 a day and, you know, take a day to remediate. Another one. I would think we could get that. I'd like you to be in the mid 70s. I don't like that you're 68, but you're in good shape. 68 is fine for where you're at. That first score isn't really important. It's just to let us know where we're at. And I would feel real good with your 68, where we're at. You've read the book. Now we go to work on, you know, fixing those underperforming areas. I would like you to have a mid 70 score between now and test time.